Well, it's the EuroVolley 2023 final. We're underway. Serbia in blue on the right of your screen. Türkiye in red on the left. And listen to the roar of the crowd as Melissa Vargas plays through the pipe attack. Middle blockers on the front court. Vargas charges through the middle. An attacker on both sides. Vargas running the middle early on. And the crowd absolutely adoring her already. Busha shut down. And it's Gunesh with the first monster block of this one. Lozo the target, ball's a little bit high and off. Ognjenovic goes to the outside and it's been read like a book from Gunesh, who closes perfectly. First point on the board for Serbia. Interesting to see how this tactically plays out, because nobody knows these Türkiye players better than Giovanni Guidetti. Daniele Santarelli also knows the Serbian players incredibly well. So tactically, I'm interested to see how this one rolls out in front of us. Vargas, 2 from 2, Melissa Vargas hit. Well, speaking to some players in the European Volleyball show earlier in the week, they're all saying how Vargas is so high and it's so difficult to block her. Lozo is a little bit of a mismatch there, even with Vargas on the backcourt. Now Vargas is on the front. Again, Özbay targeting the serve to the line of Lozo. I think Zara Lozo knows that she's going to have to do a fair amount of passing in this game this evening. Popovic. Oh, serve straight on Gunesh. Great serve out of system. And that buys the block a chance in transition for Serbia here because of the good serving. Boskovic is in the game, and Boskovic has unleashed first set that she's received. And that's all down to Popovic's good serving on the middle blocker. She's not supposed to pass that ball, but she popped it straight on her. All of a sudden, Türkiye are out of system. And Ebra Karakat has been squeezed out of the pass as much as possible, but Serbia are going straight after her. Fantastic. Using the middle early on. Santarelli says the ball is in. And Guidetti is saying, okay, we go after Karakat with the serve. Guidetti always, apart from the odd occasion, using Karakat as an opposite player. And he'll know that targeting her with the serve will be interesting, but that's quite a smart move as well from Popovic. Everyone's expecting the ball to go to Karakat, myself included, and then they make a real hesitant touch off of the libero. Serbia are smart here. Boskovic is powerful. And all of a sudden, Serbia have got going. One serve on Karakat, the next serve on Akos, and in turn, 2 out of system balls. Now back on Karakat. Popovic is frustrated, but she's just tactically played very well. Hit one sideline, then gone to the other. Ebra Karakat. She serves an ace, is what Ebra Karakat does. She feeds off emotion. She will give every little bit of energy that she has this evening. But she comes out with an ace on Busha. Another big serve, Lozo off the net this time. Ognjenovic has to try her best to find Boskovic, who can only control the play. 2 up in the block, smart swing. So much talk about Karakat on that left side. Bahanda Baladin is incredibly astute with her decision making. Knows she hasn't got many sharp angles, stays high. Have a bit of that, says Santarelli. Karakat, great run of serves again. Serbia are struggling to get this first ball in. But that could be their Achilles heel at times, is their pass. Gunesh through the middle. Özbay going to Gunesh early on. That's going to hold Stevanovic, especially with that middle, and now Vargas is on the front court and potentially start to feed the ball to Melissa Vargas, with Stevanovic a little bit more held in the centre. Karakut's run is outstanding, but it has to come to an end sometime. Sjana Boskovic. Best scorer, best server, 2016-17 Champions League, best opposite EuroVolley twice. Lost out last year in MVP to Agonu. But Vargas might just give her a run for her money through that right side for the MVP awards. She has not missed so far through the pipe. Steered in and just hit cross-body. And that's the beautiful thing about Vargas, is the range that she has. Stevanovic, this time on the slide. Everyone's expecting power. She goes for placement over the top of Baladin. It's not quite a tip, is it? It's almost like a short chop shot. Lozo was used mostly off the bench early on in this competition against the Ukraine and also against Hungary. You'd also say that if you had to compare the two sides, that in my opinion it's a slightly tougher run to the final. For Türkiye. Great block from Marjanovic. Lozo serving bullets again. High ball. And for the first time, Vargas has been stopped. Busa gets a low 5 from Giovanni Guidetti. This is going to be a battle for the ages here. Run of serves for both teams. Karakut served again. She's going to receive a lot of the ball, I think. Defense from Boskovic is very, very alert. Unfortunately, she's a little bit straight on in her approach and loses a bit of height. First error for Boskovic here then. And Vargas does a good job of just hammering cross-court, knowing that they will target Boskovic defensively, and if she has to play defense, that might just upset her rhythm offensively. Vargas with the serve. Oh, wrestled in one-handed by Busa. Free ball. The service pressure here is legitimate at the moment. Baladin. 2 from 2 in my book. Steady. Vargas, this rotation's gone incredibly fast, hasn't it? Well, the VNL was her first international goal since 2014 when she was playing for Cuba. Played for Fenerbahce between 2018 and 2024, she's still there. And Tian Jinbank in China as well. Stevanovic parked on the outside of the block. Great work from the middle blocker. And then to score in transition. That's a point for Stevanovic. She'll be liberoed off in just a moment. But these small things, come the end of the game, it makes such a big difference. A big play over the left shoulder. Özbay says that's my fault. The block was a little bit too on the inside, maybe. And have a look at the different positions that Vargas takes up in her offense on the backcourt. The middle blockers are going to have to work incredibly hard with their eyes to keep a track of not just Vargas, but all the hitters approaching them at a very fast speed. Baladin silver and a bronze in the Champions League for Baladin. Ognjenovic with some absolute fire, that reverse set. Absolutely outstanding to find Popovic. That's what Ognjenovic will do. She knows that the pass isn't quite in the right spot, so she has to try and force the middle from situations that she might not usually do, but she's a magician, Ognjenovic, and that's also a little bit of magic from Özbay. Width, speed, and Erdem just chops back off the middle blocker. She'll be aware isn't the more stable of the two blockers at the net because she has to move further. Out of system, nobody goes for it. Erdem. Erdar looks to the skies in celebration for another ace. The reception for both sides at times has been a little bit shaky, but that's what we have in the big games. Lozo goes out to Boskovic, and that's an incredible angle, just getting the ball off the body from Tijana Boskovic. Popovic again, 2 from 2. And Ognjenovic is trying to really run the middle every time that she can. Popovic is absolutely there. But when that ball is so out of rhythm, they have to go to Boskovic. Two fans I was speaking to a little bit earlier on, whose fans thought it would be down to a little bit of individual brilliance. And at the moment, Melissa Vargas is faultless. Popovic knows that she has an evening on her hands, blocking this Türkiye offense, especially with Karakat on the front. Vargas also high one off the hands from Serbia. Stevanovic is back in. Pusic leaves us for the time. Oh, sorry, Djegic, who's come in to play defense, leaves us for the time being. Service from Popovic, again looking for Karakat. It's a good pass from Karakat. She's going to get the ball back and she's going to slam it. Sharp angle. But it's a game of speed, distance and time, this. If you put her under immense pressure here on the inside, you put a line block against her, unless she can kick out and face the cross court somewhat, she's going to find it hard to hit those angles. Because she's been served, she hasn't quite got the time to get out. This time she has. Oh, but it's another one out the back. 2 errors in a row. Santarelli says no problem. But maybe a small problem as he takes a timeout. Karakat tries to go away from the body, but again, not quite in the right position. Physical game, this one. Well, 50% so far. Service this time for Popovic is another good one. They go off of Karakat. They're doing a really fine job of just changing the service so Karakat doesn't get too comfortable. And the other receivers still have to concentrate on doing their job. Vargas high off the hands though. Ebra Karakat. Close, but not close enough. That's one of the small things in this set that will help, or will please Giovanni Guidetti. Karakut's had a good service run, misses the serve, leaves the fray for Aykac, a libero by trade, but wearing the out or the red-coloured jersey to come in as a reception specialist, because Santarelli wants to try and get the pass in. Boskovic is stopped. Lozo, high off the hands again, doesn't have the angles really available to her, but she can just use the block, change direction, stay fast with the arm. It's a brilliant swing. Guidetti's on the court as well, no surprise. Service on the front court receiver. Interesting play here. Vargas gets the decision. Will we see a challenge? Ognjenovic looks a bit puzzled. Let's have a look here. Oh, that ball might just be out, you know. It might be worth the challenge. Oh, there's a touch off the block anyway. Out of system, Lozo Boskovic. Oh, big play to the line, Tijana Boskovic. And so far, Serbia have really turned up. Again, the pass is a little bit out of system, but when you've got Tijana Boskovic in your team, you can just feed your main outlet. Türkiye fans have been slightly quietened here. Vargas, the ball's tight, but it doesn't matter. The fact that she's hit so many powerful balls means that when she goes with the soft one, she set it up perfectly. Vargas is high. We haven't even got started in this game yet. Goes by back in for Shahin. Vargas to serve. Absolute ripper. Boskovic tries to put the set into Busa's path, but it's overset. 2 up. And you give Türkiye a free ball. They'll run it fast. They'll find gaps in between the block. And Baladin's been brilliant so far. Hammers past Ognjenovic. Vargas, who has the fastest serve in this competition, is at it again. Positive receptions, that's a huge stat there. Shows that Serbia are really relying on their out-of-system hitting. Busa. Stopped by Vargas, speed again to Baladin, goes with the tip this time. What a touch from Busa, and what a block from Türkiye! And we're only in the first set, but this game is delivering in every single way. This is shaping up to be a classic. Vargas, let's compare her performance with Boskovic's. 4 points to 8, 67% so far. But you have to say some of it's based on the passing, because Boskovic is having to hit so many out-of-system sets. You put her in somewhat rhythm, and it's going to be a lot easier for her to score at a higher percentage. Türkiye having a higher reception percentage means that Vargas is hitting the ball from in front of her a lot more, hitting a quicker set, where Boskovic is having to hit her way out of trouble often enough. Stevanovic, this time it's off the net. 3 blockers will get across. Busa doesn't go. And maybe the eyes from Busa to Guidetti says that she should have gone. And the ballad in. Back to Boskovic. This time the ball's a little bit more in system in front of her on the backcourt, but she can't put the ball away. Vargas can put the ball away off of the outside hand, and Vargas just does not stop scoring. Ball was just a little bit too far in front of Boskovic. And that was perfect from Vargas to turn it late off the block. Short serve. Lazovic, who's come in to the fray. Türkiye are absolutely certain this goes their way, so we have a challenge. It's a fascinating start with Serbia passing so often out of system that they still find a way to score and the level here. It just shows how many different components make a volleyball team. The serving has been good, made some good decisions. They made too many errors in the semi-final, 35 in my book against the Netherlands. Guidetti, before the game, saying that as soon as the game starts, it will all be tactics and techniques. History more or less goes out the window. Net fault is what they're challenging. Well, I can't see, but Eda Erdem is certainly on the net there. She looks a bit puzzled, doesn't she? Fantastic character, a lot of fun. Eda Erdem. Somebody who just said that in that semi-final, everyone just started raising their performance and they believed that they were going to do it. Karakut is struggling to score on that left side. She's struggling to access the cross-court angles, and then when she comes over the left shoulder, she gets stuffed. Boskovic. Shahin spreads it. Beautiful set. The speed of the set. Setting it from 3 meters off, using the right foot to pivot on, and just sends it over the shoulder. Outstanding from Elif Shahin. Deep serve. Popovic finds a way. This is Ognjenovic just doing her thing, because Sarah Lozo getting some energy from Guidetti before going in. Ognjenovic is really having to set the middle on the turn, chasing after the ball, because that first pass hasn't been there. So they're getting creative, Serbia, and 2 will take the opening set. Oh, close, but not close enough from Busha. Özbey comes back in. Özbey has been coached by Guidetti for so long. I mean, Guidetti, I'm sure, maybe not Melissa Vargas, but everybody else I'm sure he's coached. Lozo tries to slap one into the angle. She misses out. That's gone Türkiye's way. And listen to the crowd erupt. An error at a key time. Had a one-on-one situation. Was very square onto the net, so hitting the angles becomes more difficult. There's a challenge coming from somewhere. Santarelli in the middle of it. Two animated coaches. Oh, was there a touch off the finger? It's a big challenge, but no touch, and it seems as if Giovanni Guidetti is going to call a timeout here. Set point. Türkiye. Well, they'll be feeling sort of nerves, some anxiety as we compete for the EuroVolley trophy. Mina Popovic, 100% so far. Eda Erdem, 100% so far. That's ongoing from the middles. Cansu Özbay serving for the first set. Serbia do get the ball in perfectly. Lozo gets another opportunity and makes amends. Fantastic from Lozo. But that was the moment to get the pass into the perfect zone. Lozo does the rest. But that's the first perfect pass from Serbia that I can remember. We go to overtime. Of course we do, it's going to be a close one. Vargas. I think the whole stadium knew where that ball was going at clutch time. Vargas beats Stevanovic for speed. Ebra Karakud only serves the ball one way, but she does take a bit of pace off to Loza, the front court receiver. Boskovic, right side, has all the experience, but the dig from Karakud is outstanding. Free ball, advantage Serbia. Boskovic hammers it home. Boskovic is coming to the forefront of the game. Vargas is at the forefront of the game. Boskovic to serve. It's a big serve as well, straight to the libero, Erge. Vargas goes for the swipe. They're a little bit off the net, and those are the small situations that might just work in the favour of Serbia. As soon as the pass does come off the net, hitting those sharp angles becomes more difficult. Boskovic's serve does the damage. Serbia now with their first set point. In the big moments, you need your big players to turn up. Boskovic with the serve. Big serve from Boskovic. Out of rhythm now, Türkiye. Two blockers will be stable against them. Hitting error out the back. The first error from Hande Baladin, and Serbia take the opening set. They were set point down, and they've turned it around. Looking for a block touch, but it doesn't look very convincing for Hande Baladin and the rest of the Türkiye side. Character showing in abundance. Boskovic got 2 sets, made 2 serves. No block touch. Stevanovic getting out the way completely. Serbia take the opening set. The teams change ends. A few worried faces from Turkey, but there's a lot of volleyball left in this one. Serbia take the opener 27-25.